is John Paul Rye. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. I'm not here to call out any specific channel, mention them by name, but you see some news going around that says Amber Heard fired. It doesn't say it like a question for all of them. It makes the statement she's fired. All they're doing is following up on the news that we got that her part might be reduced. So now, when I clicked on one of these videos, the thing had about 1,000 likes and 30 dislikes. But in the video, there was no proof, there was no statement from Warner Brothers, there was no replacement actress, there was just the old news that her part might be reduced. So this led the person to make a video that she's gonna be fired. Now the thing is, here on YouTube, you gotta do things to get clicks. Everyone does. But you can't say something that's absolutely false with no proof. Okay? Articles are doing it too now. There's only two ways to know if she's actually out. One way is an official statement from either somebody closely involved, or Warner Brothers themselves, or a replacement actress announced. If they announced Emilia Clarke plays Mara, we're like, okay, it's done. She's out. Amber's out. Or if Warner Brothers makes some statement like, because of creative differences or something like that, we decided Amber Heard is not the best person for the role. So we might be hiring her in the future or something like that, but not for Aquaman 2. Okay, we got that. I gotta go back to Star Wars, because the same shit happened with Kathleen Kennedy, president of Lucasfilms. We all thought, we all hoped she would be fired, and videos popped up every week, Kathleen Kennedy fired. Not getting fired, might be fired, not with a question mark, Kathleen Kennedy fired, so you click immediately and see if it's actually true. So if you see some channel with some name, some brand that's not an actual official news source, because, CNN or something, just, some actual source isn't going to just say Amber Heard fired because it might be reduced. That's what some article does. That's what some YouTuber does who's actually not a professional. And I don't know. It just irritated me. Because, yeah, I thought she was. I follow some news on YouTube, too. I'm just like you guys. I watch videos, and the news drops. I click, and I'm like, oh, this is it. I'm ready to make my video. Let me hear the details. And I watch a little bit of the video, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. This is like about the one I made a few days ago from the article of her part possibly being reduced that I said was a rumor, but you're turning the thumbnail into she's actually fired. Now, there's something else about this. People don't seem to care, which is one thing that kind of encourages me to make clickbait. Because when I see a video that says Amber Heard fired from like 4 days ago when she's not actually confirmed to be fired yet, and it gets 1,000 likes, well, obviously people didn't care. So I'm thinking that as long as a video is good and it has a point, it's well edited, sounds good, all that kind of thing, people kind of forget why they clicked, or they don't care because they found a good video. So on one hand, people just don't really care about clickbait. Yet there's a group who complains about it, but they seem to be few, okay? When I've made a couple of my more clickbaity videos, I'm sure I've got a few. I've got 900 videos. Once in a while, someone comes around clickbait, okay? But most of the comments are just about what I'm saying anyway, and not about the actual clickbait. And, in this case, it's like there's emotions running high. This is the news everyone wants to hear who's following the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case. So you say, how do I get more views? Let me make a title everyone wants to hear. And then that way they'll click, because I know they're going to click anyway on this topic that's already getting views. So, it's like a double whammy for them. They're like, I'm going to get this clickbaity title on something that's already getting views, as opposed to something that's not getting views and just taking a shot at the clickbaity title, which might get a little more views anyway. If you hear it from maybe Jason Momoa, like he's close to her, if Johnny Depp says or something, like he got wind of it, yeah, maybe you're like, okay, this is happening. You make a video, she got fired. You use them as your source. But if not, it's speculation. And there's a YouTuber called Mecha Random. Anyone who knows me from my Phantom Menace and Star Wars videos knows who she is. She put a question mark on it, so that's fine. Okay, it said fired with a question mark, meaning we're going to discuss it. I'm not saying it's true yet. I'm saying it's a question out there. But some other YouTubers and articles didn't have a question mark. It just said Amber Heard fired. So, nah, I can't really get into that. I can't respect those channels especially. And all you guys know Nordette, she hasn't done it. Nordette has not put out fired, period. I'm pretty sure that Tristan will put out the question mark, or could it be happening? Something like that. So, that's just my opinion. I wouldn't personally watch videos anymore if I see someone do that. That's just me. Just got to keep it a little more real. Everyone wants extra views. Everyone wants it to happen also. But at the same time, let's just keep it all straightforward. Anyway, I like these kind of videos. I always wanted to do a series on like how to make YouTube videos, how to get views, how to build your channel, but it just doesn't fit this forum. It just doesn't work because I also have Japan vlogs. I have, my buddy Ross putting up songs, so I already have enough things that are like kind of unrelated that I'm slipping in. But, I might once in a while, if the topic's related, try to say things about YouTube itself and social media itself, because it's all related. It's all connected. This whole Justice for Johnny hashtag is all online. So learning about movements and how things work online is kind of important for it, and important for anything. Anyway, I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. No shout out now. I'm just kind of standing here in my living room. I got no source, no reference. So that's it. If you're not subscribed here, smash that subscribe button. If you don't, I'll be sad. You won't care. That's life, and I will see you next time.